Hello? Hello? Hey! There we go. Hello? Hey! There we go. Chat rate 1. What just happened? What just happened? Okay, there we go. Excelente. Studio. Why does it say offline? Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. Come over here. Stream settings. Enable DVR. Monetization. On. Done. Save. If people complain, I'll change it. Okay. It's 41. I need auto start, low latency. Yabba dabba do. How do I know? And we're going to go to members only. Publish. Your members only live stream has been created. Eligible members with notifications turned on will be notified. Moderators who aren't members of this channel won't be able to access members only live. Well, since we did that, we'll just go fucking public then. Bing bong. Hi, hi. Can you hear me? 6 concurrent viewers. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Friday night Q&A. How is everybody doing today? Dizzy, what's up? Debbie, hello from South Carolina. What's up? What is going on? Cool. Firefighter chick, what's up? How you doing today? I was wondering when I might see you come in here. You've been a member, you've been a subscriber to the channel for a long time. Doot, 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 doot. Ooh, you can keep that. What's up, Amanda? How are you? I bet this is exciting. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cold either. It's you can only put so much clothes on. Warm weather, you're kind of limited to being naked. Miss Shayla, what's up? Oof. I'm in Texas. And it's not so warm here, but it's not quite like cold. Oh God, Luis. I think I said that right. I'm terrible at names, by the way. Ask anybody in the chat. I'm terrible with names. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Debbie. I would much rather complain about being hot. I would much rather deal with swamp ass than be cold. Period. All right, sweet. Hey, all you got to do is move. Ugh. I smashed my finger this morning. Yeah, this morning. Not ideal. What's up, weatherman? Yeah, you can keep the cold weather. I'm good. Woo. I done a good one to my finger this morning. Let's see. So what's on everybody's mind? How y'all doing today? Uh-oh, I lost my chat. Oh, there it is. Cold, hospital, hot, just, yeah, pretty much. It's 25? No, sir. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. We are not doing 25 degrees. The strange part about all that, it's like I'm sitting here talking like and being an absolute wuss about the cold weather, but the truth of the matter is like I can handle the cold weather like the as good as the best of them. 10 degrees outside, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in like a pullover. Stepped on a piece of glass. I'm sorry to hear that. I smashed the crap out of my thumb this morning and split the nail right in the middle. Yeah, not good. It is, I will say, it is good for hunting. Cold weather is good for hunting. Being barefoot 24/7, I can kind of relate to a certain degree. I'm not barefoot as much as I used to be, but that has a lot to do with the work I do. But most of the time when I'm home, I usually don't have shoes on. Yeah, it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good at all. Didn't feel good at all. And then now it sucks even worse because now all the nerves have come back, and it's kind of weird because if I feel like it's getting too much pressure behind the nail, I can just kind of pull the nail and it'll open up and let the pressure out. It's weird. Anyway. We're already doing better than we did last week. Being in the cold as an adult makes you wonder what you were on as a kid playing in the snow and ice. I'm going to be honest with you. I was stupid when I was a kid. You want to see my thumb? All right, hold on. That's my thumb. Yep, we did one last week. It lasted about an hour and a half, and I think we averaged about 7 viewers last week. So we did pretty good. Probably because you're here. Yeah. That's it. You got it. You're all over it. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible, and I think it's going to grow through just fine. But time will tell. No, it didn't feel good at all. Didn't feel good at all. The only thing I'm worried about is the part of the nail like closer to my hand, I guess, growing over the part that's in front of it instead of pushing it like it should. But it's in line with itself, so none of it sticks over it right now. So I think I think it'll be all right. Time will tell, though. Me and my siblings used to run and jump on plexiglass. Yeah. Got a question. What you got? Do I have a P.O. box? I had a P.O. box for about a year and a half, and it wasn't being used, so I no longer have a P.O. box. However, if you hit me up in the DMs, we can arrange. If you have something you're wanting to send me, we can get that arranged. Message retracted. Did you delete it or did YouTube do that? Dagner, hit me. I have on my the main part of my profile, there is a link for my email. Send me an email and we can try to hook you up with a way to send me something. Yep, you can do me on Discord too. Oh, that's pretty badass. Wait, what? Your finger weird? Hey, brother. Marissa, what's up? Hey, brother, late to the party. You're not that late. I've only been live for what? Where's it at? Maybe 20 minutes? Not even 20 minutes. Start time's not till 7 anyway, so technically you're early. Yeah, we definitely. I used to, when it would rain, back when I was a kid, I used to live in this trailer park, and the ditches in certain places were pretty deep. And when it would rain, man, we would be jumping in those ditches like it was a water park. It was the highlight of my life at the time. And then for me, there apparently was a piece of glass in one of them, and it cut my shin open. So maybe next time. Next time you can pop in at like 7:05 and be like, I'm here now. Yeah. That whole time zone thing. Oh, Discord. Oh, I appreciate that. And I thank you for your support. Ouch. Yeah, that would definitely be me through. Or though, words are hard. I've always been super clumsy. I've never been, see, that's the weird part. I've never been clumsy, but it's like, it's a ditch, you know what I'm saying? So it's full of mud and grass and everything else. So it definitely didn't feel good. Yep. I agree. CK, I agree. Do I have we have a few more things we have to get, but just for like immediate family, I think. And then we're good to go. Yeah, I'm sure y'all see me chewing up words all the time in my videos. I'm about as normal as it gets. I'll be honest with you, D. I'm a what you've made perfect. The red and black, I'm down with that. It's almost like I'm turning into a rapper. Look at me go. You almost just standing. Nice. Normal is very overrated. I agree. Yep. The red and black would actually match the Jeep. Actually, I have a red and black. Do I have a picture of it? I do on Facebook. It would match my motorcycle too. Ugh. Here is that's my Jeep, red and black. Good evening, Rose. How are you doing? Oh, that's cool. There is a running joke with my friends and I that they need to wrap me in bubble wrap. It sounds like fun, actually. Also, I want to thank you for your service. My husband and son both served in the Navy, so I know what it's like. Hey, I appreciate your service and thank them for me for their service. I almost chewed that up. Are in rural Texas. Wait, did I miss part of your message? Oh, okay, never mind. Got it. Are you in rural Texas or do you have to deal with the city traffic? Um, I'm kind of in between. I don't live in the city, but I don't live in the country either. We live in a little town called Terrell, out that's kind of just outside of Dallas, but we do see quite a bit of traffic. So roll down the hill, yeah. Motorcycle. I can show you a picture of me on the motorcycle. There's me on my back. On my back. Hero. Out there doing Ben Wheeler. I don't know anything about Ben Wheeler. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, yeah, I mean, I I dropped my bike on Ben Wheeler. It was actually kind of funny because I was leaving a buddy of mine's house, and there's like a little path that goes from where his apartments are into. Am I thinking about the same stuff? Ben Wheeler. Let me make sure I'm talking about the same stuff because I might be just talking outside my face. How are you doing, Tormented? I'm doing good, Rose. How are you doing? Right. Denison, that's super close to me. Well, comparatively to other places, but that's pretty close. It's within what 2 hours, I think. Oh yeah, Ben. That's not. Never mind. Yeah, I was talking outside of my face. We have a park here that's called Ben Gill, and that's all right, Dagner. I will hit you up. I got your message on Discord. I'll hit you up. Faux show. Right. Okay. Ben Wheeler. get bent. Let me see. Ben Wheeler. Who's Ben Wheeler? I'm not the smartest dude in the world, so. Oh, it's Ben Wheeler, Texas. I don't know anything about Ben Wheeler. Marissa, I really appreciate what you said, and there's a lot of truth to it as well about the respect stuff. But doing good. Okay, I'm off to the store. My area is about 55 miles northwest of Philly. It used to be a rural small town, but it's slowly building up a lot more traffic. Yeah, that's pretty much about the way it is here. What's up, Drew? It's a where, not who. Yeah, I figured that out. Ha, gotcha. Okay, let's see. How far away is Ben Wheeler from me? Actually, it's not far at all. It's less than an hour. I recently started making content. What? Content? I'm just as bad with words, so don't feel bad. So, let's see here. Be careful, Marissa, because if you tell me that you started making content, you might find it on this live. I'm just saying. You want me to watch it? I'll watch it. I'm not afraid. Your son used to. What's up, Leslie Bates? I know a Bates. Yo, Psychotic Squirrel, I appreciate you. Thank you for your support, man. You need to start. Yeah, do some content. I'd love to watch it. What you gonna do some content on? Actually, yeah. All right, yeah. We'll play. All right, everybody. We're going to watch. We're going to watch Marissa Farmer's video. It's 3.5 minutes long, so be respectful, please. And let's see what she's got to say. The title to this is a quick message of encouragement for those who need it. Maybe somebody here needs it, right? So why not? Let's get it. Where's it at? My brother's a Bates, and he lives in Justin. Is there any chance that you know or are related to a Drew? He his last name is Bates, clearly. But one thing I've been wanting to ask is, do you have any interest in gardening? Actually, yes. Like me and the wife usually try to do. Yes, a different Drew. His name's Drew Bates. But we typically try to do a garden every year. We haven't. Well, she did pumpkins this year, but that kind of got out of control. But all right, Marissa, here is your video. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, so I just figured I'd jump on here.
If y'all can't hear me, please let me know.
To give a message to anybody that may be facing bullying right now. I know it's easier said than done, but if you do find yourself being bullied, just try to remind yourself that it's not you. Like, it's not anything that you've done or said that's making them be cruel to you. If anything, they are probably hurting themselves. And I know that doesn't make it right for them to be cruel to you just because they're hurting. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's not something you said or something you did to make them treat you the way they did. If anything, it's a issue they have with themselves. They aren't happy with themselves for some reason, and they don't know how to handle it, or they don't know how to express it, or maybe they don't think that if they ask for help that they will receive it. I guess what I'm saying is, try not to take bullying as something personal or like something that you need to change about yourself, because you are special and unique in your own way.
Definitely agree.
Just like everybody else. I'm sorry if you're having to go through something so horrible. But if you are, just know that eventually it gets better. And, I know I'm just some person on YouTube, but I'm here for you. And, if you need anything, there's a whole community behind you guys. Yeah, there's might be some people that aren't that kind. But for the most part, some of us are. And I hope that at least my channel can be a place where you guys can find support in each other. Until next time. Bye.
That was very nice. Not gonna lie, that was very, very nice. It's, as far as bullying goes, I agree. Oftentimes, when you find a bully, it is typically, as you said, there is some facet of their life that is indeed missing, whether it be support from their own family, their friends, or whatever. Maybe they're missing that in their life. They're unhappy because of it, whatever the case may be. There's so many different facets that could be, and sometimes it's jealousy. That's the thing. I was never physically bullied in school, but was made fun of a lot. That's a very cool video you made. Absolutely, I agree. Love to anyone who is dealing with what she is talking about, and any other mental health issues. Absolutely. Yes, definitely jealousy. Jealousy, I have actually found that one of the things that I have 100% of the time, come to find, is usually always the truth when it comes to bullies, is that people who take the time to put others down are going nowhere in their life. Because the people who are going somewhere in their life don't have time to put other people down. Oh, you could. It 100% was obvious that you were speaking from experience in that, because you could see, we could see the we could see it in your eyes. Absolutely. And let's see, where'd it go? I know I saw it. Get bent. Elliot Greer bleed. So I'm not a huge advocate for the trans movement thing. But at the same time, before you go down that road, I also have to say that in saying I don't support it because it doesn't align with my beliefs. However, if that's what somebody wants to do with their life, by all means, go for it. However, I will be the one to say that I do not believe that that is something that belongs in the military. And the biggest reason is, in a combat situation, right? The way you treat a man and the way you treat a woman biologically, the way you treat them for injuries can be different. But like I said, that's a personal thing. Like I said, I don't have a problem with them. There's trans people that work at where I work, and I don't have any problems with them at all. We get along just fine. As long as they don't push their stuff on me and try to force me to believe whatever it is they believe, we get along just fine. But there's certain places I'm sorry, I don't believe that sort of thing really belongs there. Right. And the majority of the body is treated the same, male, female, whatever. For that matter, the majority of the body between any species of animal that walks the earth is relatively the same. But so you imagine, okay, this is the best example I can come up with as to why I disagree with it. You imagine a female, that biological female that wants to claim that she's a male, right? And for whatever reason, through drunk nights, military stuff, right? We get kind of wild, right? She decides to experiment with one of her battle buddies, and next thing you know, the trans person ends up pregnant. And next thing you know, 3 months later, you're downrange in a firefight, pregnant. Hey, Debbie, I hope you have a wonderful night. We'll be doing this unless something comes up. Not this next Friday, but the Friday after that. The Friday after Christmas, I will not be live. Actually, yes, I will. Yeah, I will. I'll be live. I'll be on my phone instead. So it's going to be a little different. But anyway, back to the thing. You can't. There's a lot of things that you can't. When it comes to the medicine side, you can't treat both the same. There's a lot of stuff that is, but there's a lot of stuff that's not. And instead of going down this long dark hole about it, I'm just going to leave it at that. As a creator, how do I handle hate comments? Delete them. Just delete them. If you can't see it, you can't be upset about it, right? Because I mean, I get people on here all the time telling me, it's like, stop. So this is actually my second live. So, well, I guess technically it's my third live, but I just recently decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to provide a space to where my audience can kind of do some back and forth with me. So this being my second consecutive live in a week's time, I guess it's kind of halfway normal right now. So but I mean, I'm pretty random when it comes to a lot of stuff, so that's part of the reason. Well, part of the reason I'm not playing music is because copyright stuff. So, and I'd like these lives not to get like smashed with copyright stuff all over it. I deal with that enough as it is with the normal videos that I do. So, but as far as the hate comments, I mean, delete them. It's just like I said about the bullies. I mean, they're really no different. So I mean, haters gotta hate. If you don't have haters, you ain't doing it right, in my opinion. Got to get out there and make them jealous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, we're doing so good. We're doing really good tonight. Live is fun. I like the randomness in the lives. So, and it's like I said last week, that if the lives continue to do well, I mean, I'm not looking to see that there's 2,000 people staring at my face, but I mean, if we continue to have more than 10 people pop in the live and it stay relatively consistent, I will probably look at doing it more than once a week. You have a short published. I think my headset just shut off on me for no reason. You have, all right, well, I have a short I just published called The Video That the Government Doesn't Want You to See. Feel free to watch if you want. I would never hate on you. Don't think I could, even if I tried. That's awfully sweet. Yeah, I mean, if people want to, Marissa, the best way, I will say that the best way to grow your channel is just to continue to make content. That's honestly the best way. All right, let's see what you got going on, squirrel. Yo, I love your picture, dude. Let's see here. All right, you said it was a video the government doesn't want you to see. It's not doing bad. It's got 151 views. I just want to say mad props to all y'all that make content. I hate the sound of my own voice, and having to rewatch a video I made would be torture. Ah, it's not that bad. Most of my content is playing golf games, but every now and then, I got you. Yeah, I see your golf games. Let's see what he's got.
This one's called the regressive.
Hold on. Oh. Let me get this dude up on the screen. I guess I'm gonna have to hook up my my little button thing again. Okay, here we go.
This one's called the regressive progressive. Those that claim to be woke are nothing more than spokes that stabilize their wheels and allows them to steal. Controlling your mind is the goal, as their darkness consumes your soul. Your identity and education are products of their indoctrination. They destroy your sanity, break apart your family, all in an effort to erase your humanity. The truth is that enlightenment and progression will never begin by viewing people through a colored lens. Society has proven that racism is not the solution. Neither is diversity, equity, or inclusion. The white man is not the reason slavery existed, but they are a large part of why it ended. Hundreds of thousands of white men fought and died so that all people could enjoy being free and alive.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there because that part is actually not 100% accurate, because there wasn't just a bunch of white men. It's men of every color that has fought to make this country free, 100%. But we'll keep on.
It's important for everyone to could enjoy being free and alive. It's important for everyone to understand that we are not the man, and there is no privilege in the palms of our hands.
That part's
America
true.
may have a cracked foundation, but if you look around, we are still by far the greatest nation. The divide and conquer strategy was their plan, so now we must come together and take a stand. It's time to reclaim our government and remove the excrement. Please stand together against corruption and greed. 8 years max for all government employees, and they get the same health care and pay as our military. Cut the number of government employees existed, but they are a large or inclusion. The white man is not the reason slavery existed, but they are a large part of why it ended. Hundreds of thousands of white men fought and died so that all people could enjoy being.
That sounded like you just said white, dude.
But they are a large part of why it ended. Hundreds of thousands of white men fought and died so that all people could enjoy being free and shall be accounted for without exception. Failure to properly account for our money is grounds for immediate dismissal. Repeal or revamp the Patriot Act to include a mandatory 10-year prison sentence for anyone who misuses the system. Remove loopholes in the tax code. Require all private companies that are under government contract to follow the same disclosure Freedom of Information Act as the government contract. So they can't hide behind private companies when they're doing these shady things. These are just some thoughts to get conversations going. Many people have fought and died for this country. Honor their sacrifice by standing up for it. Together we have the power to change the government back to one that is for the people and by the people. United we stand, divided we fall. So let's stand together and watch them fall as we reclaim
my
what's
first
rightfully
bot.
ours.
That was good, man. That was good. But there were black soldiers in the Civil War. There weren't many. It was very, very small. There were also some that were volunteer as well, but just not that many. I'm going to escalate that. No, I trust me, dude. I'm only pulling your leg on that. I am not trying to make a big deal out of that for sure. I get where you were coming from with it. Where is... Yeah, that's what I thought. This is the bad girl Tanya. Yeah, bot. 100%. You are getting banned. This is the first person in 2 years that I've been on this channel. This is the first person that I'm ever going to ban. That's crazy, right? See ya. But yeah, absolutely, dude. I actually liked it. I liked it. I used to do poetry back in the day, like way back in the day. But I just kind of lost the touch for it or whatever. I got noticed. So I used to do some video game streaming back in the day. And one of the things I learned back then, and I completely see where you're coming from, but one of the things, as we know that I advocate about with mental health problems and so on and so forth, what I don't want to do is limit the ability for somebody to be able to get into the chat, and that being the determining factor of whether or not they even subscribe to begin with. Does that make any sense? My dad is a veteran and got a poetry book published. That's awesome. Writing poetry is a lot harder than it seems. It is. It really is. All good. That's just how myself and many other live streamers and I solved the bot problem. I got you. VIP, what's up? Hey, I appreciate that, man. I really do. One day I will learn to... Hey, you type about as good as I read. But I still know what you're saying. That's all good. That's all that matters. Inspirational struggles. Oh, for the book. I'm over here singing a circus thing. What is it called? Inspirational struggles. Let's see. What football team? If I had to choose one, it would have to be Dallas, just because that's what I grew up with. But I don't really watch football anymore, to be honest. I have no room to comment about errors in typing. I don't either. My bad. Should have specified. Wait. Oh, nah, you're good. I don't see it though. What's the author name? Because I am not seeing. I'm looking on Amazon right now. I don't see it. Unless maybe I misspelled it. Is that a thing? That's probably a thing. I just copy and paste it. Bam. Oh, I guess it's the exact same spelling. Let's see. You popped up on my homepage once, and I subbed right off the bat just because of your name. I'm also a disabled vet and always support vets. Keep up the great work. I appreciate your service, man. I started this page or this channel. I started this channel literally because at the time I was part of the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, and that I ended up, and I know not all of the chapters of the CVMA are the same way, but the chapter that I was in did not seem like it was really after what I was trying to go after. And this channel was kind of what I started in my splitting off from them. So Amanda, that's a hard one to go with, because I at times, it's difficult to really explain how to overcome that, really, because you just sometimes you just have to understand that most of the time that there's just nothing there to really be so ashamed of. Everything's good, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're just too hard on ourselves. Have I always lived in the same area? No. But for the last 6 years, because I got out of the military and I moved to Mississippi in hopes that things were going to work out at the dealership I was working at over there, but it did not work out. I almost went homeless. Yes, VIP. Have you seen the song by Jonas Connor called Father in the Bible? I haven't. It's a 15-year-old little boy who wrote the song. Really? I'm going to have to check that out. "95 to 98% of my friends today are men. So getting help from other women is rare." There's not a lot I can really say about that, to be honest. I don't really have any friends. It's like I have a couple. Like, my circle is extremely small. So true. So true. Firefighter chick got it right on the nail. That is super bright. The internet can be cruel, but you have to remember that you are valuable and loved, and we all have purpose. That is 100% true. That's actually one of the things that I push on my channel, is the fact that you have to maintain the ability to severely to say, you got to be able to find purpose and keep pushing that purpose in your life so that you have something to live for. I think I understand why my headset keeps going out. Amanda, even if we don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm usually always here for almost pretty much anybody and everybody. Symbolically adopt you. Like as a sister type thing. Have y'all seen all this craziness about this Haktua girl, whatever her name is? Inspirational Struggles by, here we go. Let's check it out. You're good. You are good. I just wanted to be able to pull it up so that everybody could see it. Hey, look at there. Bizam. The internet allows me to be a little more outgoing from my couch, and if it gets overwhelming, I'm one click away from crawling back under my rock. Yeah, the Bitcoin thing is beyond me. Yeah, right? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Hey, here's the book that CK was talking about. Inspirational Struggles. I am going to download it and read it. Yep, I not too long ago, I kind of, and some of y'all that follow me or have followed me for a long time, especially like Firefighter Chick, she's kind of, I remember her name from back when I first started, or at least close to it anyway. I not too long ago went into kind of a dark place and just kind of I got into what I tend to call a funk, and I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't care about doing videos. I didn't care about, and I kind of spoke about this a little bit in my last video, but the drones in Jersey, I'm going to be honest with you. It is not against the law to be able to fly a drone at night. So it could just be a bunch of people just pranking the government, basically. Because, like I said, it's not illegal to fly a drone of any size at night, as long as you have your lights on there. Is there some insane videos? If you have a link, by all means, post it in the chat. Ooh. Things are big. If they're above a certain size, they are required to be registered and require clearances and all that stuff to be able to fly. I could tell you. Yeah. Let's see. What is it? Jersey drones? That's what I'm gonna put in the chat and the thing. There you go. Jersey drones. Let's see. That the drone in that thumbnail looks to be. It looks a lot like a DJI drone. Oh, what is it called? Not the Mavic, the one that's bigger than a Mavic. I made a joke that someone for Halloween should put a ghillie suit over a little drone and fly. That would actually be pretty funny. Oh, really? Yeah, my dad's not that great of a person either. Now, granted, I haven't talked to him in about 15 years now. So, at one point in time, when I was stationed in Germany, this is a helicopter. Can you see my mouse? No, you can't see my mouse. Let me fix that. Display, capture, properties, capture cursor. Okay. Bing. Okay, this right here. That thumbnail right here. That little dude's a helicopter. Now, I mean, they could be talking about the lights above it. But that every night since November. Well, it's like I said before, it's not illegal to fly a drone at night. You can actually do recreational flying with a drone at night. Yeah, I can't stay focused. Are you kidding me? Gotta get up early. All right, Michelle. I hope you have a wonderful night. We'll see you in the next one. And talk more. Yeah, if they build the drones without a radio ID, I mean, technically they're flying. Well, it's not geofencing. It's oh, damn it, I forgot the actual term. Remote ID. So basically, all it basically is a license plate, and all it does is tell traffic controllers It doesn't tell you where the drone's at. It just tells you that it's in the area. Most of the time, they, if they're close enough with the right equipment, they can find out where you're flying. But chances are, if they're flying for several hours, it's because they have several batteries. Coincidentally, I kind of know a little bit about drones. Life flight helicopter had to alter course. Let's look into some of these.
Tonight, the investigation into reports of small, car-sized drones hovering over New York and New Jersey is deepening.
Oh, it's slowing down.
Tonight, authorities in Toms River, New Jersey, launching their own drone offensive for a closer look. Their eye in the sky, capturing one of the drones in motion.
You're not targeting or going after them, so to speak. Is there a methodology and reason why?
Well, right now we just want to identify what it is. The way it was explained, they're 2 feet bigger than our drones, or 2 times the size rather, so they're about 4 feet, and it looks like it's a fixed wing type craft. What concerns us mostly is that at this point nobody's seen any of these units taking off or landing.
This is a significant threat to U.S. national security.
Retired 4-star general and NBC News military analyst Barry McCaffrey tells NBC News there's good reason why local and federal agencies are treading carefully.
When you see something of this capacity, you wonder why it would be needed. What are they doing? It implies a heavy payload.
Ooh, I
and
like
a heavy
that, Amanda.
payload would be either something dangerous, a bomb, but in this case, surveillance of some sort.
Look what's back again. Same spot as last night.
Meanwhile, more sightings.
So this could just be somebody flying a drone, like just having fun, right? Like, it's so often that they take things out of context and then blow things up where they don't need to be. So, I mean, the one thing you probably, unless you're like physically watching this thing and it never goes down, because there's some drones that can fly for 45 minutes at a time. Like DJI has drones that can fly for 45 minutes at a time. If the drone is not moving very fast and it weighs it could be the size of a car, like a small car, and if it only weighs, if the majority of the weight is just the battery, because the electronics to fly a drone are super small, like 30 millimeters by 30 millimeters is all you need, in the flight controls / maybe not the motor driver, but or the ESC is what it's called, but a 30 by 30 flight controller is all you need to fly a drone, and it weighs grams. So if you build it to where it weighs almost nothing, I mean, you put the right batteries in, right size batteries with the right milliamp hours, you could potentially fly a drone for more than an hour. Has there been continuous video to record these things for like the entire duration of flight for 2 hours?
Of the large drones continue to proliferate social media. New Jersey resident Michael Marciano capturing these images on Saturday.
Coming right above my house.
The FBI not commenting on the drone activity to NBC News, but setting up a tip line for people to report any sightings.
It's moving really fast now.
Growing concern as the mystery in the sky continues. George Solis, NBC
right
News,
there doesn't
Toms
even
River, New
look
Jersey.
like what was just there.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the...
We begin with breaking news, an investigation into a possible drone landing in Somerset County, New Jersey. Nick Calloway has been covering this unusual uptick in drone sightings for several weeks. He joins us live at the scene in Hillsborough Township. Nick?
Well, Cindy, police are not telling us much at the moment, but emergency officials have been here on the scene all morning searching that wooded area just behind me for something. Chopper 2 was over the scene as local firefighters, hazmat crews, and police officers have been on the scene here. They were searching that wooded marsh area near the Lowe's off Route 206 here in Hillsborough. Officials also had a drone up in the air looking for something, but police are being extremely tight-lipped, referring all questions to the FBI. Anything in that wooded area behind me, he politely said that he is not at liberty to say. We're live in Hillsborough Town.
Urgent concern.
That's because they don't know what they're looking for.
The White House,
including above military bases, key points of interest, and residential neighborhoods.
How can we, the United States of America, have this going on and we're told just look the other way? Ignore it. It's no big deal.
Their demands follow a joint letter Senators Kirsten Gillibrand.
I'm kind of in that mindset, to be 100% honest, and the reason why I'm in that mindset is who have they hurt? CK. Because, I mean, as long as they're doing all the things they're supposed to do, they're not messing with anybody. They're just minding their business, and they're not hurting anybody. Who cares? Life flight delay is the only incident I know of. Let me see. Okay, now that is an FAA problem because it is a federal offense, right? It's like federal fines, federal imprisonment and all. Like, if you impede the movement of any rotary or fixed wing aircraft with a drone.
In different areas, and that's typically a sign of a bad ejection.
Staff Captain John Johnson was on the scene when the first 911 call came out. Oregon State Police confirmed that Dustin Andrew Brown was driving on I-5 North near Halsey when he flipped his car trying to avoid another car. Both Brown and his two passengers were not wearing seatbelts. Brown was at
the accident scene, making it almost impossible for that helicopter to land.
If that drone were to hit that helicopter, or the helicopter hits a drone, the likelihood is the drone would probably get broken up into little pieces, but there's also that other likelihood that it could cause that helicopter to crash.
Oregon State Police also confirmed they are investigating who is behind the flying drone.
Drones are great tools in the fire service. A lot of fire departments and law enforcement have drones. At the same time, drones can be a hindrance. And a lot of people throughout the state have heard that if you fly, we cannot, but that's been more towards wildfires. Like
Bruce.
So one of the biggest issues Hey, Stoney, I appreciate that. Let's look up the Kirby. John Kirby. Let's see.
Now, finally, I just want to add a few comments on the reports of drone activity here on the East Coast, particularly in and around New Jersey.
I'm willing to bet the majority of probably what's going on with this whole drone thing is they're associating it with the drone use over in Ukraine, between like the stuff that's going on between Ukraine and Russia. And I'm almost certain that whoever's flying these things are probably in the US and probably just out minding their own business, except for what you're talking about with the life flight thing. That right there, for all we know, that could have been somebody from the fire department.
We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or a public safety threat, or have a foreign nexus. The Department of Homeland Security and the FBI are investigating these sightings, and they're working closely with state and local law enforcement to provide resources using numerous detection methods to better understand their origin. Using very sophisticated electronic detection technologies provided by federal authorities, we have not been able to, and neither have state or local law enforcement authorities, corroborate any of the reported visual sightings. To the contrary, upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully. The United States Coast Guard is providing support to the state of New Jersey and has confirmed that there is no evidence of any foreign-based involvement from coastal vessels. And importantly, there are no reported or confirmed drone sightings in any restricted airspace. Now, that said, we certainly take seriously the threat.
Well, he just said right there, there's, you know what I'm saying? I'll back it up, just make sure I heard it right.
And importantly, there are no reported or confirmed drone sightings in any restricted airspace.
There you go. That right there is enough to just put a wrap on this, put it back on the shelf, and just let it sit there. If they're not flying in any restricted airspace, right? If they're not bothering anybody, I mean, obviously, whoever was flying the drone that interfered with life flight, whoever was flying that drone should get in trouble. They should get fined by that or for that. But like I said, if they're not messing with anybody, they're minding their own business, they're doing their thing, and they're flying responsibly, you know what I'm saying? And they're flying within the regulations and stuff. I'm going to get to it. Don't worry. If they're, you know what I'm saying? Because I've done all my research because I like to fly drones. I fly drones. And I'm actually waiting for one to show up one day, hopefully. It's so stupid. It's almost like it's lost in the mail or whatever. But I mean, if you have your certificate to fly recreationally, then you know the ins and outs of what you can and can't do. So, but anyway, let's see.
That said, we certainly take seriously the threat that can be posed by unmanned aircraft systems, which is why law enforcement and other agencies continue to support New Jersey and investigate the reports, even though they have uncovered no malicious activity or intent at this particular stage. While there is no known malicious activity occurring, the reported sightings there do, however, highlight a gap in authorities. And so we urge Congress to pass important legislation that will extend and expand existing counter-drone authorities so that we are better prepared to identify and mitigate any potential threats to airports or other critical infrastructure, and so that state and local authorities are provided all the tools that they need to respond to such threats as well.
John, on the drones, does the U.S. government have any of its own imagery or video of these systems?
I'm not aware that we have U.S. government produced imagery ourselves, but as I said in my opening statement, we have certainly done thorough analysis of the existing imagery.
Like from people's cell phones that we're seeing? Basically, with what you're looking at, how can you credibly tell people that there is no public safety threat, there's no national security threat, that there's no reason to believe that a foreign government is involved?
Because the analysis thus far, in an investigation that is ongoing, has not revealed any national security or malicious intent or criminal activity. But, Jackie, I would remind you, we're at the beginning here, not the end. There's a lot more work to be done, and we're working closely with state and local authorities to gain more information. I would argue that it's.
I think it's nothing, dude. Honestly,
pretty well here.
I mean, I hope
with a sense of energy to try to figure out what we can do to learn more about this. We're still in the middle of an ongoing investigation, and I'm up here explaining to you and let you know what we know so far, what we believe so far. If information comes to light that changes that characterization, then my goodness, we'll be the first ones to let you know. But right now, there's just no indication that this is some sort of foreign malign activity or, in fact, even criminal.
Well, what I don't understand is, this has been happening since late November, and the FAA administrator today would think that this Secretary of Defense issued any guidance.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to go down that because, unfortunately, Iranian mothership. What is that? Yeah, we're not going there because that's not going to be a thing. Because most of the drones, because there have been a number of drones that there's a number of drones out there where the pilot can be inside the drone. And obviously even more drones out there that can be unmanned as well. And according to even what John Kirby is saying here, he's like a number of the ones that they're seeing are manned aircraft, in which a manned aircraft has what most people know as right of way to any unmanned aircraft. So anyway, enough of that. I think a lot of this is conspiracy, and pretty much what it is a overwhelming amount. Well, you can't track the origin or return of any drone. Like they don't have transponders on them. All they have is just a radio ID. That's it. So you can't. I can put a drone up in the air. I live less than 3 miles from an airport. They can't track that drone. The only thing they can see is that I'm in the air. That's it. They can go back and retrieve the GPS track, but that's it. Like they can contact DJI. No, 100%. There is better tech, but the drone, if a manned drone would require a transponder because of the fact that it's a manned aircraft are required to have that. A unmanned aircraft is not required as long as it's under, I think, 55 pounds. It's not required to have a transponder. So I mean, and I hate to say it, but most of these images that I'm seeing are not car-sized drones. Most of them look like the size of a smaller or maybe a middle-sized DJI drone. Pentagon shoots down Iran mothership claim amid New Jersey drone mystery. They do know that it's a felony offense to shoot a drone down. Especially if it's not bothering anybody. If it's just up there flying around, you can't just shoot it down because you want to. That's a federal offense. Absolutely, man. It's definitely interesting for sure. But I really don't think there's really anything in it. You know what I'm saying? I just if anything, I feel like it's just either a coincidence or it's just a bunch of people just pulling a prank trying to get an arousal out of the government. Or it very well could be the worst thing, in my opinion, is people trying to put more restriction on drones as we already have as it is. So maybe I will. I'll look into it a little bit more, see what I can find. I really don't think there's anything there. I just think it's a coincidental thing where people are out just doing their thing and just minding their business, and other people have turned it into something way bigger than it needs to be. That seems to be a common thing nowadays. Lisa, what's up? How you doing? Good night, Stoney. Have a good one. Hope you have a great weekend. And if I don't see you before then, happy holidays. I hear that. Oh, I 100% agree with that. Because, I mean, how long has it been going on now? Like a week or something like that? You'll probably get me to laugh every time you say furballs. Just throwing that out there. Your place is getting rowdy? That's not good. So it's been a month and nobody has gotten hurt. The only true incident there's been over it is Life Flight got delayed to an accident. And apparently that's the only... If that's the only things, if that's the only thing, then I mean, it's likely that the interference could have been a absolute accident. It could have been somebody that just discussing the whole Jersey drones situation. I kind of feel a lot of it is just coincidental, honestly. And I very well could be wrong. I hope I'm not, but wait, I hope I'm not wrong. I think I said that right. Whatever. Anyway, I hope it is just that it's all coincidence, because I feel like if there was any malicious intent on any of it, then that would have happened already. Apparently a bunch of people are flying drones over New Jersey or whatever, and people apparently are having an aneurysm about it, thinking that some of them are thinking that they're being flown by other countries to do malicious things to America. I think for the most part, what it actually is people are just minding their own business, and other people don't know what they're doing, so they're being nosy. And because of that, but I mean, that's unfortunately one of those things where, in my opinion, it's just going to be, it's going to take time to tell what the intent really is. What you got? Creed resurfacing, I wouldn't be at all. It does. No, you're good. I think I wouldn't have a problem. I would like to see Creed resurface, to be honest. I love their music. I listened to their music quite a bit when I was younger. Oh my god, this stupid headset. If I don't, for whatever reason, it keeps turning off. I'm not sure either. I don't remember anything. I don't remember them doing anything bad. I know when they very first came out, a lot of people were suggesting, because of one of their first few songs, the just because there wasn't any, like, especially before the music videos came out, they were labeled by a lot of people as a Christian band or a Christian rock band, but the puns. But they eventually came out and were like no. And then because like one of the biggest songs was Arms Wide Open, was mistaken for a Christian song, and it was actually about his son. So now, so just like the last thing I'm gonna go with on this drone stuff, right? You have this right here, which is some guy is doing a live showing the live air traffic, and it's like I told you before. You can't, the vast majority of drones, you can't track their flight live like that because they don't have transponders on them. And those transponders are going to be what tells you where that drone is. This is going to tell you where all the aircraft are. And yeah, this is nothing more than clickbait. So anyway, got me thinking about Super Troopers. Meow boy, listen here. But anyway, I think that's going to be a wrap for tonight. I really appreciate all y'all coming out for the live. And like I said, if we continue to do good, we actually did better tonight than we did before, and the drone thing kind of killed it, unfortunately. But well, I've been live for an hour and 42 minutes now, so and like I said, if we can continue to do good, I will likely change the live time, and I may bump it to Friday. So far for now, we're gonna stay Friday 7 o'clock, but if the interest in the live continues to grow, then I may change it to like Tuesdays and Thursdays. That way I can get a little bit more live time. And then it'll probably be about the same time. Tuesdays, Thursdays at like 7. Maybe a pop-up one on the weekend or something like that next time. Purples. Oh Lord. So oh, well, hey, the good thing is you'll have all my videos to watch through the week. Hey, man, us veterans got to give each other shit, bro. You could join the Discord, by the way. What is this? Shoo doggy. All right. I ain't scared to talk. That's good. But anyhow, I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. And that's it for me. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all take care. Y'all have a wonderful Christmas if I don't talk to y'all by then.